Subra, in your video, you have used the words risk capacity, risk tolerance, and need to take risk as three different concepts. Can you explain the three a little bit? I think the need to take risk comes from the fact that your portfolio is not enough for you to meet your goals, so you have to increase the amount of volatile assets that you have. That is the need to take risk. Some people don't have that. Somebody who has all his goals covered completely and knowing fully well that whatever be the inflation, the growth in the assets will be greater than the need. Therefore, the risk taking need or the need to take risk is zero. Now let us come to risk tolerance. Risk tolerance is something which all your financial planners and MFDs and RIAs know and to ask. How do you feel about risk? Will you stay up all night if the market goes down? How will you act when if the market goes down 30%, right? This is all questions asking how will you behave in hypothetical situations, and the answer you get may be right, may be wrong. More chances that it will be wrong because people are very brave when the market is in the bullish phase. Like today, if you ask people will say, oh, I have a huge risk tolerance, I don't have a problem. Whatever happens to the market, I will not move from here over 10 years. That is exactly what they will say because the market is booming, and every time they look at their portfolio, it is up by 0.5% or 0.25% or something is happening, and they think that because they are refreshing their portfolio or because they have invested, the markets are high. So during such times, people are likely to be very, very optimistic about their risk tolerance, and they will say that, oh, I can take any amount of risk, I don't have a problem. So that is risk tolerance comes from the risk tolerance questionnaires and the fact that you're talking to the clients and they tell you what is their risk tolerance, or based on that you arrive at it. 5 years, 7 years or 10 years into the relationship, you know exactly what the client means when they say that their risk tolerance is high. They don't mean it. They just want to sound brave because the 22-year-old girl who is asking this 55-year-old man, he is unable to say that he does not want to take risk. So that also could be a bias, right? So when people fill up questionnaires online, they tend to talk very differently than when a young boy or girl is sitting in front of them and asking them questions, because they don't want to look like a wimp or they don't want to look like a sissy. They want to look very brave and great, and they want to talk like that. That is risk tolerance for you. It may or may not be true. What you assess from questionnaires is something which has to be validated constantly to make sure that the client means exactly what he or she says. Now that brings us to risk capacity. Risk capacity is something which you as a financial advisor have to assess and say, okay, this man has so much of money. If there is a drawdown in equity which is bad and the market falls 30%, there could be a change in his plan. He's 59 years of age, and I might say, okay, you will not retire at 60 but at 65 if you can. That is what I mean. So risk capacity actually changes the plan itself. Risk tolerances, you could conquer risk tolerance with education. You could say, sir, now you're being very optimistic because the market is high. If the market goes down, you might panic. Let us remove some money from equity, put it in debt, or remove some money from equity, put it in gold or Bitcoin or real estate or whatever. So that risk tolerance can be managed by the advisor. Risk capacity is something which again you have to take a decision and say, okay, a 30% fall in his equity portfolio, which was 70% of his overall equity asset allocation. So which means there's a 20% fall in the net worth of this person. So he cannot retire at 60, but he'll have to retire at 62 or 61, whatever, right? Some of these actions have to be taken based on risk tolerance and risk capacity. Of course, the need to take risk also might change if there's a huge fall in the equity portfolio. So based on all this, you have to take your decision with the consensus of the client. So I hope I made myself very clear. Risk tolerance, risk capacity, and the need to take risk. Three completely different aspects of risk. All three play a very important role in the client asset allocation and the way the client will do a drawdown. Thank you.